If you are over 65, stop for just 2 minutes and listen to this. Because even if you take magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2 every single day, you may still struggle with sleepless nights, sudden leg cramps, or the feeling that your bones are growing weaker. This is a familiar scene in millions of homes. A senior opens the kitchen cabinet, takes out the supplement bottle, and swallows the pill with the firm belief that they are doing the right thing. But the harsh truth is that this belief may be hiding 8 silent reasons why your health isn't improving at all. The danger is that most older adults assume that taking supplements regularly is always safe. Yet studies show that choosing the wrong form of magnesium, sticking to too low a dose of vitamin D3, forgetting K2 or potassium, and even misreading the label can quietly do harm. The trap is that the body rarely sends clear warning signs right away. You only realize it when your bones have already turned fragile, your heart begins to skip beats, or your strength has noticeably declined. In this video, we'll uncover the 8 most common reasons why millions of seniors take magnesium, D3, and K2, yet never see the results they hope for. You'll discover how to avoid wasting money, how to truly protect your heart and bones, and how to finally enjoy deeper sleep and greater strength. And pay close attention to the very last reason, it's the root cause almost everyone overlooks, and hardly anyone talks about. Before we begin, I want to hear from you. Have you ever taken these supplements faithfully and still struggled with sleep, heart issues, or bone pain? Share your experience in the comments below. And if you want to uncover all 8 reasons, type MAG right now to show me that you're ready to reclaim lasting health. If you are over 65, ask yourself, do you feel secure just because you take a few supplements every morning? You line up bottles of magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2 believing you are protected. But what if that belief is only an illusion, leaving you more vulnerable than ever? Many people treat supplements like a health insurance policy. Take them regularly and you'll be safe. But in reality, blind reassurance is the most dangerous trap. It makes us ignore warning signals from sudden leg cramps, irregular heartbeat, to nights of endless sleeplessness. The story of Mary, a 70-year-old from Florida, makes this painfully clear. For 2 years, she never missed a day. Yet her faith in those pills led her to dismiss what her body was telling her. In the end, she was hospitalized with a fractured hip and heart arrhythmia, not because she lacked supplements, but because she believed taking them was enough. Supplements can be powerful allies, but they are not miracles. Using the wrong form, missing potassium or zinc, or taking inconsistent doses is like locking your front door while leaving all the windows wide open. The way out of this trap is awareness. Monitor your body, record your sleep and symptoms, schedule regular checkups, and choose trusted brands that clearly list elemental magnesium. And remember, what's even worse may be hiding in foods you think are healthy, silently draining your body of magnesium. If you're still watching and finding this information helpful, type "Stay" in the comments right now. Just one word shows me that you are truly committed to protecting your health, and at the same time, it helps this video reach many other seniors who also need this vital knowledge. You've often been told that oatmeal, whole wheat bread, and brown rice are some of the best choices for older adults. Yet the painful truth is that these familiar foods may be silently draining magnesium from your body every single day. You take your supplements faithfully, but your legs still cramp, your heart still skips beats, your sleep remains restless, and you can't help but wonder, why hasn't anything improved? Most people believe whole grains are always safe. But what if the very foods you call healthy are the reason your magnesium levels never rise? Have we misunderstood them all along? Take John, a 68-year-old retiree, determined to eat healthy. He started every morning with a bowl of oatmeal, had whole wheat bread for lunch, and added brown rice for dinner. He was convinced he was nourishing his body, yet he became more fatigued, suffered nightly cramps, and slept poorly. Tests revealed that phytates in those foods were binding to magnesium, preventing absorption. In other words, the very meals he trusted were stealing away the benefits of his supplements. This is not rare. Many seniors still struggle with exhaustion, insomnia, and cramps because they overlook the fact that phytates in grains and certain plants act like magnets, grabbing magnesium and flushing it out before the body can use it. You think you're feeding your health, but in reality, you're fueling deficiency. That's why the pain keeps coming back: sleepless nights, tight calves, drained energy. The solution isn't to cut these foods out completely. Just change how you prepare them. Soak oats, beans, or rice overnight to reduce phytates. Choose sprouted bread instead of regular whole wheat. Cook leafy greens instead of eating them raw to increase absorption. Most importantly, add magnesium-rich foods like almonds, pumpkin seeds, and cooked greens to your meals. Small adjustments like these can turn a magnesium thief into a magnesium partner. Imagine a morning without cramps, a night of deep, peaceful sleep, and the relief of knowing your meals are nourishing you instead of robbing you. Still, even when your diet is optimized, your supplements may not work if two silent allies are missing zinc and boron. These tiny minerals are the keys that decide whether magnesium and vitamin D3 can actually do their job. And that is exactly what we'll uncover next. If you thought hidden magnesium thieves in your diet were shocking, here's something even more critical. Even if you protect magnesium carefully, your body may still fail to use it if two tiny minerals are missing zinc and boron. For millions of seniors, forgetting these cofactors is the reason magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2 never seem to work. Take Robert, a 74-year-old gardener. He never missed his supplement's magnesium. D3 and K2 were part of his daily ritual. Yet one winter, he slipped, fractured his hip, and learned his bones were far weaker than he believed. How could that happen when he was doing everything right? The truth lay in the cofactors he ignored: zinc and boron. Zinc is more than an immune booster. It regulates hormones and activates vitamin D3. Without enough zinc, D3 can't switch on your pills, stay in the dark, never truly protecting you. Boron is even more overlooked. It helps the body hold on to magnesium, prevents it from leaking away, and strengthens D3's actions at the cellular level. Without boron, you may be pouring magnesium into a cracked bucket. No matter how much you take, you still end up deficient. This is why so many seniors still ask, "Why am I tired? Why are my bones fragile?" The answer often isn't age, but missing cofactors. Their absence quietly unravels all your efforts. So what's the solution? You don't always need another pill. Zinc is in pumpkin seeds, cashews, and seafood. Boron is found in apples, pears, prunes, and raisins. Adding these foods regularly can close the gap. If supplements are required, choose low-dose, high-quality options and confirm with your doctor. Imagine waking up with steady energy, fewer cramps, and stronger bones because your body is finally using magnesium and D3 properly. That's the power of cofactors, invisible, yet essential. But here's the catch: even if you fix this, many seniors still cling to one outdated number that keeps their body weak day after day. And that's what we'll uncover next. If you're still here with me, type VITD in the comments. It shows me you're following closely. And it helps this community grow with seniors who truly care about their health. You've just seen how missing zinc and boron can quietly block your progress. But here's an even more common trap, the belief that following the old recommended dietary allowance for vitamin D3 is enough. The truth, that outdated number may leave your body dangerously unprotected. For decades, the RDA was just 400 to 600 IU a day. Seniors were told, take this small dose and you'll be fine. But research now shows those amounts are far too low for people over 60. As we age, our skin makes less vitamin D. We spend more time indoors, and many medications interfere with absorption. Deficiency becomes almost unavoidable. Think about Susan, 72, who took her 600 IU faithfully. She thought she was safe, but her blood test revealed dangerously low vitamin D levels. That explained her fatigue, weak immunity, and the fracture she suffered from a simple fall. Trusting that old number lulled her into false security while her bones grew weaker. Experts today agree most seniors need 2,000 to 5,000 IU daily, sometimes more, depending on weight and blood levels. But here's the catch: high-dose vitamin D3 without vitamin K2 is risky. Without K2, calcium can travel to your arteries or kidneys instead of your bones, raising the threat of clogged arteries or kidney stones. So what should you do? Don't rely on the old RDA. Ask your doctor for a vitamin D test. If you supplement, pair D3 with K2, ideally 50 to 100 micrograms of MK7 daily, and take it consistently. With a meal that contains healthy fats, now imagine the change instead of weak bones and constant fatigue. You stand steadier, your immunity is stronger, your heart protected. This isn't just about avoiding fractures, it's about keeping your independence and enjoying life fully. But here's the twist. Even if you get vitamin D3 and K2 right, all your effort can still collapse if you choose the wrong form of magnesium. And that mistake may be the most dangerous of all. That's what we'll uncover next. Even if you've corrected your vitamin D3 dose, there's another silent mistake that can undo everything: choosing the wrong form of magnesium. Many seniors don't realize that not all magnesium is created equal, and some forms can do more harm than good. Take Linda, a 69-year-old who struggled with leg cramps and poor sleep. Her doctor recommended magnesium, so she bought a bottle from the drugstore labeled 400 milligrams magnesium oxide. She took it daily for months, yet her cramps got worse, and her blood work showed she was still deficient. Why? Because magnesium oxide is poorly absorbed, sometimes as little as 4%, actually enters the bloodstream. That means out of 400 millisieverts, her body only used a fraction. Another common form is magnesium citrate. It's slightly better absorbed, but it acts as a laxative, pulling water into the intestines. Many people experience diarrhea, which doesn't just disrupt life but also drains electrolytes like potassium, sodium, and even more magnesium. In other words, what feels like a cheap and easy choice can leave your body weaker than before. The painful echo is this: you think you're protecting your heart, bones, and sleep, but the wrong form of magnesium leaves you tired, cramped, and anxious. For seniors already struggling with fragile health, that's a risk no one can afford. So what should you do? Look for well-absorbed forms like magnesium glycinate, malate, or threonate. Glycinate is gentle and excellent for sleep. Malate supports energy. Threonate may benefit memory. Aim for 200 to 400 milligauss of elemental magnesium daily, ideally before bed, and always check the label to ensure you're getting elemental magnesium, not just compound weight. Now picture this: instead of restless nights and muscle pain, you finally wake up refreshed, with your heart steady and your mind calmer. Choosing the right form makes the difference between wasting money and reclaiming your health. But even if you get magnesium right, there's still another trap. High doses of magnesium can quietly lower another critical mineral, potassium, and that imbalance can set the stage for heart rhythm problems and sleepless nights. That's exactly what we'll uncover next. Even if you choose the right form of magnesium, your body can still betray you if one critical partner is missing potassium. Few seniors realize that high doses of magnesium can quietly push potassium levels down inside the cells. And when potassium drops, the whole electrical system of the body, your heartbeat, your muscles, even your sleep falls out of rhythm. Think of Margaret, 71 years old. She started magnesium to help her sleep and calm her nerves. At first, she felt hopeful, but within weeks, she noticed her sleep got worse. Her legs twitched at night, and her heart sometimes skipped. Tests revealed the truth: her potassium was too low. The magnesium she thought would help was actually tipping her balance in the wrong direction. Potassium is the quiet stabilizer. It works hand in hand with magnesium, calcium, and sodium to keep your heart steady and your muscles relaxed. Without it, you can feel drained, restless, or anxious, even when your supplement routine looks perfect on paper. The good news: you don't always need another pill. Potassium is abundant in foods: bananas, sweet potatoes, spinach, avocados, and even coconut water. Adding these regularly to your meals restores balance naturally. Now imagine this: instead of waking up at night with racing thoughts or a cramped calf, you sleep deeply, your heart beats steady, your energy lasting through the day. That's the power of remembering potassium. But here's the twist: even when you balance potassium, millions of seniors still cling to one outdated rule, the old RDA for vitamin D3, and that mistake keeps their bodies fragile. That's what we'll uncover next. Even if you balance potassium, there's a bigger trap that millions of seniors still fall into, believing the old recommended dietary allowance for vitamin D3 is enough. For years, 400 to 600 IU per day was considered sufficient. But for older adults, that tiny number is almost meaningless. Take Henry, 73. He followed the guidelines faithfully, taking 600 IU every day. He thought he was safe, yet he remained exhausted, caught every cold, and eventually fractured his wrist from a minor fall. His blood test showed severely low vitamin D levels. The painful truth: that old RDA lulled him into a false sense of security while his bones silently weakened. Most experts now agree that seniors often need 2,000 to 5,000 IU daily, sometimes more depending on weight, lifestyle, and sun exposure. But here's the danger: taking high doses of D3 without pairing it with vitamin K2 can cause calcium to drift into the wrong places, your arteries or kidneys, instead of your bones. That means clogged arteries or kidney stones, a cruel twist for someone only trying to stay healthy. So what's the safe path? Step 1, don't rely on the outdated RDA. Step 2, if you supplement, always pair D3 with K2, ideally 50 to 100 micrograms daily. And step 3, be consistent, taking it with a meal that contains healthy fats. Imagine the difference: steadier bones, stronger immunity, and protection for both your heart and arteries. But even this isn't the end, because the single most dangerous mistake is still waiting: the root cause that renders all supplements useless if overlooked. That's what we'll reveal next. This is it, the final and most devastating mistake. You can balance potassium, raise vitamin D3, add K2, even choose the right form of magnesium, but if you misunderstand the numbers on your supplement bottle, it all crumbles. Most seniors trust the big bold number on the label: 400 milligrams magnesium. It looks reassuring, almost like a guarantee. But here's the hard truth that number often represents the total weight of the compound, not the true elemental magnesium your body can absorb. In many cases, you might only get 20 or 30 milligrams. That's like buying a full tank of gas and realizing your car only got a single gallon. Think of Frank, 70 years old, who took his magnesium nightly for years. He thought he was safe. But tests showed his body was still starving for magnesium. The cramps, fatigue, and sleepless nights weren't aging. They were the quiet scream of deficiency. He wasn't failing. His label was, "This is the painful echo millions of seniors face paying faithfully for pills, yet still living with brittle bones, erratic sleep, and fragile energy." Because without real elemental magnesium, your body simply cannot activate vitamin D3, protect your heart rhythm, or keep your bones strong. So here's the key: never settle for labels that only tell half the truth. Always look for elemental magnesium. Choose trusted brands, confirm absorption, and aim for 200 to 400 milligrams daily that your body can actually use. Because this isn't just about numbers, it's about freedom. Freedom to walk without pain. Freedom to sleep deeply. Freedom to wake with steady energy and peace of mind. When you correct this one root mistake, every other effort finally pays off. And that, more than anything, is what can give you your life back. We've now walked through the 8 silent mistakes that most older adults unknowingly make when taking magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2. These mistakes may seem small, but they act like hidden traps, keeping you weak, sleepless, or at risk, even if you take your supplements faithfully every day. The good news is this: by avoiding these 8 mistakes, the golden trio of magnesium, D3 and K2 can finally do what it's meant to do. It can protect your heart, strengthen your bones, sharpen your memory, and restore your sleep. No more wasting money on pills that don't deliver. Instead, you'll feel peace of mind, stronger health, and greater independence with each passing day. Just picture it: waking up without painful cramps, moving through your day with steady energy and a calm heartbeat, and finally lying down at night to drift into deep, peaceful sleep. That's the reward for understanding and acting wisely. And this isn't just about you. Every like, every comment, and every share helps another senior avoid these 8 mistakes and reclaim their health. Together, we can build a community where older adults live with strength, dignity, and joy. So if you found this video valuable, please hit like, tap subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next update. And leave a comment below: type 1 if you've made one of these 8 mistakes, or 0 if you've been fortunate to avoid them. Your story might inspire or even save someone else. Thank you for staying with me until the very end. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue to bring you clear, science-backed, and easy-to-follow insights so you can stay healthier, live longer, and enjoy every precious moment of life.